Aberration Assets revealed in the dev kit. Wild modded creatures added to ARK. And the next creature addition is the Deinosuchus. You're right, kids, it's Raasclark, and welcome to your regular ARK community news. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share around, and let's get into it. Well, there it is, the Deinosuchus. It is coming. Introducing to ARK Additions. As specified by a studio wildcard, beware the riverbanks for a supreme predator lurking beneath the surface, massive and bulky. This beast combines the power of ancient giants with the ferocity of prehistoric monsters. Colossal jaws. It crushes the bones of its prey. This apex predator's presence makes every step near the water's edge a perilous gamble. With a ASA shot of our Deinosuchus releasing with a date July the 17th. It's coming and coming soon. When is that? Wednesday. It's around the corner. The next creature to arrive to ARK, ladies and gents, boys and girls. In looking through the dev kit, in which we're going to talk about in just a moment, we did find the dossier of this within there, revealing that yes, this is indeed coming to ARK. And the question is, what other creatures from ARK Additions, as per Garuga's stream a few months ago, are coming to ARK in the near future? And a great, fantastic choice at that, created by Garuga and showcased in a very old trailer by Up From The Depths, who now works for Wildcard, possesses some absolutely mean attacks. One in particular being a Giga Chomp. Taming, you're going to need to await that chomp to try and sneak something in its mouth. And honestly, the damage when that bite clamps down can go into some serious numbers, at least in its modded form. I imagine Wildcard might balance this, might reduce that damage, because it could seriously stack up to do some seriously OP things on official, with some other attacks on top, such as a great turn and bite. Not too fast on land, but definitely pretty rapid in the water. A welcomed addition. The question is, when exactly will we get this edition? And if Garuga's stream a few months ago is right, we're going to see even more creatures from the ARK Additions roster in the near future. Centre transfers are opening up 10 AM PST, July the 26th. Finally, official players, you're able to move onto that map, so it's all going to go off. It's all going to get fun. It's all going to get hairy. With another mod spotlight, once again showcasing the latest and greatest mods that have come to ARK Ascended. And with this one, there's a bunch of new creatures being showcased. I'm kind of interested to have a go at myself. From ARK Additional Creatures Paranoia, introducing some wonderful, fantastic beasts. The Deinosuchus, another creature from Moronada. The Barb's Boldia from the Creature Compendium team, launching cannons off its back. Looks so fun. Want to use it. And look at that rain in the air. A lot of creatures I'm very excited to tuck into pretty soon. So a big thank you to Armin that kindly let me know that the dev kit, ARK's dev kit, where you make all your mods and that through, has been updated with a bunch of improved assets for ARK Aberration that's arriving in September. And well, a few sneaky treats with it, as we can see a much more highly detailed rug to welcome you into your new homes. Don't forget, you can use these to create some cool AstroTurf floors. A stool. Don't recall these being in Aberration before on ASE, were they? But you're getting a stool in Aberration, it seems. A new look at the Hazard Suit and Glider Suit. I tried to piece them together in what I believe they were going to look like here, and it's certainly definitely a bit more high-res textured than it was in ASE, though looks not too different from what you'd expect from the original ARK. A bunch of different ores that, when trying to operate within the dev kit, decided to glow luminous glows, which kind of helps to give at least some example of bioluminescence and the lighting that that's going to construct. The gems looking certainly a lot more polished than you remember in ASE, much more detailed and certainly a lot more reflective. And fish baskets that you use to catch your fish and will be needed for later on Shadow Mains. Can't wait for that one. They've got a lot more detail on them now. You can certainly pick out all the little weaves and bumps throughout the fish collecting trap. The gas collector seems to have had a giant overhaul from what you remember in ASE, with new front valves, tubes and waste pipes all coming off it from the original cylinder you remember from ASE. Rope ladders are back in action, and of course your charging stations. Wooden elevators are back, and a new standing charge lantern. I don't remember this in ASE. Perhaps a new structure allowing you to get your charge light in on whatever you need. And of course the Rockwell flag, it's here back, and that does mean the big bad meanie Rockwell is coming back to you in ASA HD form with a lot more detail and texture to his ugly mug. This being the trophy you'll unlock when you beat the big bad meanie, with of course artifacts you're going to need to collect all 3, and it seems to be still only 3, though much more polished for Ascended Aberration. And of course your weapons like the climbing picks, glow sticks, a new stand. I'm not exactly sure what this is meant to be for, but a brand new look at the tech rifle, looking chrome, looking mean. A definite fan favourite, was a bit of a game breaker when it came out with its see-through vision. Surely possibly still an engram unlockable through beating Rockwell. A new tripwire seems to be a flare based tripwire coming with Aberration that when you set off is going to launch flares in the sky, and with Aberration being a very luminescent map, I guess that's a really cool new feature. Instead of a big giant light launching in the air to alert your tribe somebody's coming. And eggs seem to have gotten an ASA polish now in the dev kit too. Rockwell eggs in particular looking a lot more detailed, a lot more texture to them. They're looking crisp. I've always liked the look of Rock Drake eggs, and these looking pretty crisp. And speaking of the Rock Drake eggs, the Rock Drake tech saddle is in the dev kit too. Another fan favourite for the fan favourite creature, wall climbing and shooting tech ammo from any angle. Well, of course, that saddle must be assigned to a creature, and I'm not too sure whether these have been updated since we last looked at them in the dev kit, though I do think some definitely have. I remember quite a few textures missing of these when I looked at these months ago. The tanky dual-wielding Karkinos looking like it's got a bit more polish. The head specifically definitely looks a lot more detailed, though not 100% sure on this one. The life-sucking force of a lamprey, though a great thing to get yourself into the hazard zone early, now has eyes. Don't remember them having eyes in ASE, and now are looking even more grotesque. What is that? Kill it with fire. Featherlight seems to have had a texture overhaul, though it seems they haven't got to the heads just yet, so you know, work in progress there. And again, with the shine horns, seems a few textures are still missing, but the fur is there, they're getting there. But the glow tail has got some work to go, still hasn't got any textures, nor the only a mother could love bulldog. The roll rat definitely looks like it's had a texture update within the dev kit from when I last looked at it. Of course, the Reaper. You all love a Reaper. Is this the Reaper, the form of Reaper that we're getting in ASA? It could change. It could be different to this before Aberration comes out, but that's currently what we're looking at within the dev kit, and, you know, everyone loves a Reaper. As well as its cute baby offspring that bursts out of your chest. Now, don't get too worried. These aren't quite to scale. They just drop in as they do via the dev kit, and imagine if they were this size when they burst out of your chest. And of course, the Rock Drake. I'm sure there was a few texture issues with this when we last looked at it in the dev kit, though I don't know, I feel like perhaps some more details to go. It definitely looks more improved on ASE. Is this the Rock Drake that we're going to get in ASA? But something else discovered within the dev kit too. Well, two. One being a skin for your metal picks, adopting a skull and feather sort of array around your pick, though no actual mesh to check this one out within the game. A little side note, it was mentioned by Adam's Family Gaming that Elgato put out a post saying you can only play 3 games for the rest of the year. What are you picking? With a nod to ARK 2 within this post, though I'd pretty much debunk this one, to be honest. You can see GTA 6 on there, for example. Very much doubt this means anything, but you never know. Maybe they slipped up and they are teasing ARK 2, but yeah, pinch of salt on that one. And I'll leave you with this, a shot of Astra Eos, a new map coming out to you from Fjorda and Svartalfheim creator Nakatas, with definitely a Greek theme to it already. This shot alone has me very, very hyped on what's to come. Look at the ship, look at the quality, look at the armor. This, the theme, the setup, a Greek style themed map, something we haven't really seen much of in ARK. And I look forward to seeing more from Mr. Nakatas. I'll be keeping a close eye on this one. And there we go, that's your news for today. Deinosuchus is imminent, coming to us next week, packing a punch. Really do wonder if this thing is going to be nerfed. It's got to be. That gigabyte alone causes some serious damage. But I'll be checking it out and surely showcasing it, showing you guys what it's all about. So what do you think about it? Until the next one, my name is Raasclark. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, peace out.